Hey Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are the High Priestess, baby. Trusting patterns over promises. You are the seer, Pisces. Say it, I am the seer. Today is the last day you can register for a free tarot reading. We have the 20K free tarot reading giveaway. You can submit your name at the first link in the pinned comment below. I'm pulling and announcing 3 winners tonight on YouTube Live on this channel, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll announce the 3 winners. You'll also get an email from me, and I have a very big, fun announcement for us on YouTube Live that is going to carry us into spooky season. I can't wait to share this magical gift with everybody. Thank you, High Priestess Molly, for these oracle cards. I love them so much. I'm so ready for spooky season. All right, Pisces, I'll see you tonight. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Ancestors, Archangel Michael. Please help me in pulling insights for the High Priestess Collective. Highest timelines, highest messages for the High Priestess Collective. Okay, we got 2. Spectators. Is that like watchers, voyeurs? Discernment, critical thinking, insight. Card number 35 breaks down to 8. Okay. I believe that there may be people in your general vicinity that are watching you. It looks like watching you. Honestly, Pisces, it looks like watching you dance with the darkness, dance with the fire within. And you know what's interesting is, like, this can be people. Oh, I'm saying people. There are energies watching you. So this could be people around you. This could also be ancestors. Like, the flocks of birds keep swarming my house this morning. And I'm like, and the first time it happened, I said to Neptune, I was like, these are the ancestors. So I'm wondering if that's part of this message too. You're being watched, like spectators. You know, you have spectators. Give them a show. Actually, I don't even think this card is like really for you. I think this card is about them. People watching you, having to use critical thinking around the changes that you're making in your life and the cycles that are karmic that you're actively closing or have closed. 35 breaks down to 8. And if you think about the 8 cards in tarot, 8 of Cups, 8 of Swords, those are challenging energies, but we move through them, right? It's like 8 of Cups is recognizing this isn't it for me. I settled and this isn't it. I want more. I'm out. It's also a card of reveal. It's the 8 of Cups is the eclipse card, that eclipsed moon in the upper left-hand corner. We are in eclipse season with the full lunar eclipse next week in Pisces. So this is kind of giving, like, I think you were eclipsed for a minute, Pisces, and now you're being seen. And the cycles that you have closed through eliminating the limiting beliefs or illusions that kept you imprisoned, either in the mind or in your behaviors, or the emotional fulfillment you are actively seeking right now, the work that you've been pouring into in terms of your career, finances, hello, Miss Neptune, spiritual practice, your witchcraft, your meditation, and maybe some of you are moving really fast. There's a lot of fire energy here, especially if you have fire placements. Aries, Sag, Leo, either in your top 3, Sun, Moon, Rising, maybe your Venus, maybe your Mars, or if that's part of your North Node trajectory. You have viewers. And this discernment and critical thinking and insight, it's 2 ways. It's them having to use the discernment to watch you and to understand what it is that you're doing. And it's almost like they've caught that. It's contagious. They caught that from you because you have been dancing in this darkness with the flames by using critical thinking, discernment, and insight to close out these cycles. Damn, Pisces, I love this. And uncover. Now this feels like your energy with your Ariel hair. I love this. Nostalgia, sentimentality, and memory. I think some of you are, these pink flowers, I think some of you are receiving recognition, applause. I think first from within and then from without. There's also an element of whatever creativity you recently allowed yourself to step into. I'm saying creativity. That doesn't always have to just be painting, songwriting, singing. Creativity is also the energy associated with receptive mode. It's the feminine energy. If you think of creativity and receptivity as the funnel of where downloads come in through, there's something that you've allowed to blossom and bloom, and through that creativity and receptivity, you've uncovered truths about self, I think, that are lighting you up or allowing you to move forward, tapping into a higher vibration. This is somebody who is like really uncovering a new layer or level of self, and it's putting you in, you know, card number 16 here breaks down to 7. 7 is the Chariot card. That is the ultimate victory. It is the ultimate success. I think people have to either watch you in this victory, in this success of the raising of your vibration, or they're watching you step into the energy of self-reflection in order to close out cycles. Like, where this is kind of giving two timelines. There's a group of people who are already in this winning mode. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. And then there's another group of people that very recently have been like, this ain't it, I'm moving on out, right? From the 8 to the 7, that's interesting too. From the 8, which is like the cycles, infinity sign, this is the year of the 8, Saturn, Big Daddy Saturn ruling this year. Moving into the 7 of how can I move forward more bountiful, plentiful, satisfied, but like heavy emphasis on choosing self. And maybe some of you are learning or feeling this level of love for self that's new. Maybe it wasn't allowed. Maybe you weren't allowed to love yourself the way that you are loving yourself, or you have been holding yourself back from admiring the energy of who and what you are because that was ingrained in you, like to keep you small, like don't think who you are and get over yourself and oh my God, it's all about you, like whatever the spell was that people were imprinting. This is somebody who's uncovering the truth, and the truth is when you strip down to the soul, that's where your truth is. And all the parts of your humanness, you chose this humanness. It's also okay to love the dark side. It's also okay to be like, these are the parts of me that are maladaptive. They aren't what I want to be yet, right? But to change them, you can't shame them. You can't shame yourself into healing. You can only love yourself into healing. And that's why it's so hard to be like, oh, there's this toxic pattern of myself that I do want to change, but I have to learn how to love it first to change it. It sounds wild, but that is the pathway. I think that's why people have to use critical thinking to watch you, because it's like, what do you mean you love your shadow? What do you mean you love and accept yourself even with your flaws and imperfections? What do you mean? Because these people are stuck in the karmic loop or karmic cycle that you either broke away from or you are actively like closing out. It's like I'm seeing someone closing out a bunch of tabs on the computer, like bink, 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 bink. Nope, like exit out, exit out, exit out. I love this. Neptune's tail keeps playing with the cards. So I do think that either this is a big reveal of you, maybe like by the lunar eclipse next week, like maybe there's a major reveal about self. Or by that time, there's going to be some significant change where the spectators, I have to look up specters, like what is the difference between spectators and specters, but I think that either you're seeing yourself by next week in this new, vibrant, bountiful, high vibrational, creative energy, and or other people are too. You know what, Pisces? Keep me posted on all that juice. I would love to know. Can I get a little more insight on Pisces energy here? Holy sugar honey iced tea. Creature, isn't it funny I keep saying creativity and we have the same root word? I'm like that. I'm like really loving roots lately. When I was a teacher, I did a lot of like root word lessons. Creature, you have the ability to shapeshift into any animal or possibly have a strong affinity towards them. Ooh, I was just talking about the birds. This can give you the strength, wisdom, and power of that specific animal. as Neptune's tail is on the table. If you, this is for people who are tapping into the insight, energy, and empowerment that spirit animals offer you. We are born with you're born with a spirit team, spirit guides, and part of that spirit team includes spirit animals. At different points in our life, we have different spirit animals that are assigned to us. If we do not use them, according to shamanism, that spirit animal energy will go dormant, and you can always tap back into that spirit animal. You can have one that is like your dominant primary spirit animal, but we have an array that are kind of like assigned for different challenges, obstacles, and expansions. And what we have the opportunity to do is when we tap into the energy of that animal, there are skills and gifts and prowess associated with that spirit energy, that spirit animal, that we can embody during these major reveals, expansions, uncoverings, healing moments, awakenings that will help us move forward. This is also giving a little, Pisces, are you getting back into a little more primal mode? I love a wild woman. Or a wild man, or a wild them. Go off. Ooh, look at that snake. Oh, I love it. That's on the High Priestess Healing logo. Demolisher. You have the ability to step out of the past. Oh my God, that's what's happening. You have the ability to smash the love button, Pisces. That's nuts. You have the ability to step out of the past and let go of old energies to step into the new with ease. You thrive on change. Listen, you have shed, or you're shedding a layer of skin, and other people are like, don't you need that skin? And you're like, no, hollow bones, baby. I don't need that skin. I'm good. We're Gucci over here. This is Halloween. All right, let's get into this. Tell me about Pisces, this journey into treating oneself more nostalgic, tapping into sentimentality, love, appreciation for their own creativity as they release this old energy, and I guess are on display. On display. Oh, wow, I love this. One more. Okay, they said 2. Oh, this is a wild journey. We got a lot of feminines out on this table. Make sure you can see this. All right, first card out is the Page of Cups in reverse. Because this is coming out with the World card on the Spectator side, this feels like separate energy. Page of Cups in reverse, people, could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, or childlike energy. Could also be a Virgo, I guess. People who operate in, let's see, all talk, no walk, babe. The Page of Cups is somebody that brings forth a sweet romantic message, an exciting message, and it's lovey. It's complimentary. There it is. It's very complimentary. When the Page of Cups comes out in reverse, though, this is somebody whose words hold no water, which is crazy because it's a water card, right? Page of Cups holding the water. It's upside down. This holds no water. It looks like you have closed out, or maybe you're actively in this, Pisces. You're aware of people in your vicinity who all talk, no walk. Their words are empty in nature. Maybe they love bomb or compliment you, or they just pop up and in. Could be a little gossipy energy too, like let me just get the hot gossip, the intel around Pisces, but they have nothing to offer here. Because the World is coming out with this Page of Cups and Spectator side, I actually think that there were, she has 8 arms, dude. This could have been a group of 8 people, or if it's not that specific number, it could be 6, could be 3, could be 2. There is or was a group of people around you like this. They didn't follow through on their words. And it didn't just have to be like promises to you, or like, it could be people that are like, I'm going to XYZ, and then they just like never follow through on the things they say. And that has nothing to do with us, right? That's just a reflection of where they're at in their journey. If they can't keep a promise to themselves, guess what? Definitely not going to keep a promise to you. I'm not even really getting like lover energy. This is kind of giving like, it could be people you grew up with or old life energy, like past friendships, past a former network, a former group or community you were part of. The Page of Cups in reverse is also an immature energy. It's somebody, it's people or a person who does not have emotional awareness, so their emotional intelligence is lower. So it's people that engage in like lower vibrational energy. This specifically is or was a cycle that somehow you were part of this. No shade, Pisces, I get this. I totally get this. I feel like I was one of these people at one point, you know? But this is, the World card is like, okay, well, this is the end to this cycle. This is the end to this cycle. And now these people are watching. Or they're going to have to watch. She's standing on the world. So sometimes you see this web of sacred geometry. If you have a platform, business owner or podcast, something like that, or just general social media, right? I believe that your changes in some way are showing up in your posts, in your content, in maybe even in the way you're showing up in your actual 3D world. And the changes you're exhibiting are, first of all, it's really raw and authentic, right? You see her nuditude. It's really raw and authentic. Or this is how you're starting to act, really raw and authentic. And it's almost like there is a web of protection, a web of light around you, so they can see you but can't touch. Oh my goodness. They can see you but can't touch. See her hands up? It's like a little surrender. I can see you but I can't touch. I'm not allowed to touch. I'm not allowed to come forward. I'm not allowed to, I'll get zapped by this electric sacred geometry fence. And the reason you're on this, the reason you have this visibility right now in some kind of way, there is some kind of visibility here, guys, is because you have the moon behind you. You've activated your fullest activation, your fullest embodiment, your fullest awareness of your intuition. What's on her head? There's two crowned heads coming out of the crown. They're both feminine, kind of giving a little bit of this Empress energy. There's like a coming out story. I'm coming out. For real though, they're coming out, being seen, something like come out of the shell, come out of the darkness, the naked and down, stripped down to the bones. It's like you've discarded, even the snake shedding of the old skin, you're discarding or have discarded an old way of living, being, speaking, or treating self, and now it's on display. You are very protected in the ending of this cycle and this like essentially beginning of this newness. And what's interesting is the World card is card number 21, right? You see the Roman numeral XX1, 21 breaks down to 3, and the next card is the Empress, 3. 3 is believe anything is possible. So I think what is happening is this change that you are like revealing about self, first to you, and then others are seeing this. It's kind of giving a little like, this seems impossible how they do it. You might even be like, I believed it, but I can't believe it's happening energy. And look, you are now cloaked in the protection of the cosmos. You're dressed in the flowers. You're dressed in the high vibration. And this is solo, peaceful, tranquil energy. You're allowed to simply be in this creative, receiving mode right now. This is big Taurus energy with the Empress too. So if you have very specific money, finance, career, or like general like feeling good manifestations or goals, this actually is literally the pathway to embodying, achieving this. It's through this process that you are able to ascend into, the world is the ascension, ascend in this protected, luxurious, now I'm calling in all my Taurus prosperity, wealth, generational wealth building energy. I want to get a little energy on this Queen of Cups in reverse. I'm wondering if this was or is something you're actively learning how to manage. So the Queen of Cups upright, this is us in, I'm taking care of my cup. I'm filling my cup first, right? So that I can show up in the way that I want to show up, intuitive, emotionally available, honoring and preserving the energy that I have. When the Queen of Cups comes up in reverse, sometimes it's somebody that's, it's like going back and forth between my cup is full, my cup is empty. Like, and we're the only one that can fill that. Let me get a little clarity on this though before I go too deep. Can I get one clarifier for the Queen of Cups in reverse? Smash that love button, Pisces. Thank you for being here with me. Oh, Pisces. I need you to say it in the live chat. I need you to say it in the comments. Say it with your chest, Pisces. I am the High Priestess. I trust and honor my intuition. I fill my cup first. Look, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles at the bottom with the High Priestess. I actually think this Queen of Cups, this is the energy of someone who is held back from or downplayed their psychic abilities, their intuition, what second guessed and doubted what they were seeing, what they were feeling. Maybe this was one of the cycles that you had to, or you are, or you have closed out. Damn, that is so legit. Legit. When you are drained, when you are emotionally exhausted, your intuition is going to be off kilter too. That's why prioritizing your rest and self-care is so necessary on the spiritual path, so that you actually have a full cup and an opened eye. Third. Anything else for this Queen of Cups in reverse with the High Priestess? I love this. Smash that love button, please. Thank you so much, Pisces. Ooh, this is kind of giving fear of the power. I think that's it. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Spirit's going to let you do what you got to do on your own time. And at some point, Spirit's going to say, that was enough time. You have to acknowledge who you are. Ooh, you have to acknowledge who you are. But the ego is so shook. I think this is for a lot of people here, but there's a specific group of people who are, let me not curse. Hold on. No, I'm going to curse. Like, childhood fucked you up. Childhood fucked you up. Or you dated someone, or lived with someone for a long time, and it PTSD'd the shit out of you. And you really had to, or you are relearning who you are. And who you are is beyond this fucking meat suit. It's bigger than that. It's beyond this fucking meat suit. Give me one more on this, Divine Feminine. There's something with the moon happening. Do you see? Crescent moon, full moon, full moon. 1, 2, let's say 2 1/4. What is that? This could have started 2 months and like 2 weeks ago, or in 2 months and 2 weeks. So what is this? September, October, November, early December. By early December, Spirit's going to be like, you had your time. You have to stand in who you are now. Period. One more on this Nine of Swords. Can we get a little more specific? Yeah, a little more specific here. Wow, that's that freaking Chariot card. Okay, this is your marching orders. Ready, Pisces? This is for everybody. I'm going to be honest. This is a higher vibrational reading, right? So this is for people actively healing, actively stepping into your embodiment. The Page of Swords the Page of Swords Chariot is, I'm learning how to operate as a success story. I'm learning how to operate as the charioteer of my life. I'm learning how to allow my intuition and cosmic guidance to move me forward, accepting my shadow as also a superpower in my light. My feminine and masculine energy work together to move me forward. And when this happens, I conquer my life. I'm learning how to operate and accept myself as a victor. This is new vibrational energy, so it is okay if you feel wobbly. This Nine of Swords is giving like the ego really wants you to stay back here only because it really knows that space well. Even that Queen of Cups showing up upright, it's like it is an ascension and an elevation above the Page of Cups, but not upright, you know? It's like it feels like there's still some lingering, or was some lingering energy from this way of living. And that can just happen too if we re-immerse into an old life, an old world, an old group that we no longer vibrate with. You can kind of catch that energy, and then it's just going to be a call for you to go home and recalibrate this. Does that make sense? Big water energy out here, a lot of maternal energy. 2 Empresses and a Chariot. That's mother energy here. Take that as that resonates, whether it's healing a mother wound or your activation is through motherhood. Okay. This is clearing out a major wound. 9 Swords and that Page is 10. Can I get a little more on the Chariot? This like victory, success. Ooh. Ooh. You are calling in, by saying goodbye to the Pages of Cups in reverse. Whether that's friends, lovers, work colleagues, right? Family dynamics. You're actually calling in people who say what they mean and mean what they say. And they also operate from a lifestyle of, I allow my intuition to guide me. And I'm aware that I'm a student of the universe here. This is a very humble energy, this Page of Cups. You also might be getting an apology. Can I get one on that apology energy I'm getting? Oh my God, you are. Hold on, FedEx is speeding down the block. So this apology might be coming in like rapid speed. Like, let me get to this ascending energy before they maybe cast a spell on me. No, I'm just kidding. Kind of, half kidding. Page of Cups, 10 of Swords came out a little funky, right? I think that there is some kind of apology coming in from someone that they could have imprinted some swords in some way. Anything else with this Page of Cups, 10 of Swords? 4 of Pentacles in reverse. It's someone you released. I'm just going so far into this. Anything else with this? One more. I want to close this out. There is an apology coming in from somebody that has harmed, wronged, or pained you in some way. It could be, you know, it could any variation of this. It is someone you actively release so that you could maintain your cup energy, filling your cup first. This person wants to, it's like, be friends again, be work buddies again. It could be a past lover, you know, but that's a Page of Cups, feels kind of small, so maybe like situationshipy. They are one of the Watchers. Especially Pisces, if you've recalibrated your career purpose, or if you've recalibrated the way in which you do things in your home life or family life, this could be somebody from within the family that watched you disengage from old dynamics. They may have been part of the dynamics, but they also could have been somebody impacted by the dynamics. And there's some kind of like reconciliation energy where they're like, I see what you're doing and I respect it. And I actually want to invest in myself the way you're investing in you. That page showing up as like student energy. All the pages are students and kids and messengers. But I know you didn't sign up for Tarot Academy. We're going deep on this one. Especially if you haven't spoken to this person in a minute, or if they're younger than you in some capacity. You were supposed to stay silent, or you If you have been in a hermit mode, maybe for like 9 months, 11 months, 2 years, 3 years, you were supposed to, because your silence, listen, Pisces, silence speaks louder than words. And the silence is not just in the words, but the silence is in your Virgo energy, presence. The silence is also in your perfectionism. There's something, I think that your presence within whatever this like OG way was, home, family, friendship, there was an element of like, wow, we have the perfect chemistry in this group when Pisces is around. And when you remove your energy, I believe there's a coldness that is felt. Damn. And that was a karmic lesson for everyone involved to learn. Okay. Good for you, Pisces. Anything else with this apology? Wait. That's more Venus energy. Taurus, wealth, prosperity. I think someone here is curious if you are doing all this healing work on your own, or if there's like someone helping you here. Someone actually might just be, hold on, there's a plane overhead. Nope, helicopter. It's rattling the house. Sorry guys. Mermaid Manor is not equipped for that. This could be situationship, or people who just like had interest in you in some way. It could even just be like a playful banter if it's not like romantic, sexy, exy. Curious if you are single. Can I get clarity on that? 9 of Pentacles, one more. What does that even mean? High Priestess, 7 of Wands, Page of Wands. This person actually, wherever this apology is coming from, they are an admirer. I want that to be clear. This doesn't feel like someone toxic. Maybe they hurt you in the past, so you got to use your discernment to figure out, like, you want to accept this apology and rehabilitate the relationship, or you want to just accept the apology, or somewhere in between. It's totally up to you. This 9 of Pentacles is being clarified by High Priestess, 7 of Wands, Page of Wands. You know what that means? They think, no, they know, High Priestess, how intuitive you are, and the reason why you've disconnected and blocked people is because your awareness and seeing reached a ceiling, and you were like, I'm not going to be able to ascend if I continue engaging with this type of energy. By releasing myself, I elevate and clear, and that also expands your witchy, seeing, psychic. There's like, someone's like, oh, they know, this person knows because they're working with the divine, this bird. It's the divine. Maybe they don't use that word though. Maybe they say God, maybe they say spirits, maybe they say, you know, something like that. So they think that if they reach out to you, there's a high likelihood that you will block their communication to like begin again. 7 of Wands, Page of Wands is the 8 of Wands. It's like text, emails, phone calls. They also think, this is so funny, someone here is also, because they're aware of your spiritual prowess, they're like, Pisces is probably going to predict that I'm going to reach out. Someone else was saying this last night. One of the high priests was saying last night, like, hey, are you experiencing like, so you feel somebody in your energy and then they call you a couple days later or text you a couple days later? Dre, this is like literally what we talked about. Okay, what's going on? 3 Empress and 2 High Priestess. Jesus. 333. You're being guided by the Ascended Masters. Stay in your Empress energy, your High Priestess energy. It's the funnel. Stay in this funnel. It's beyond the crown chakra at this point, right? It's soul star, it's galactic, it's universal, it's divine gateway. Stay in this funnel of knowing and seeing and being. If you've been moving too fast lately, you know who you are. They want you to slow down because it's in the slowness that you're going to be able to see something very clearly. You might feel it coming. And they want you to have that experience so that you stop denying who the F you are. I'm not yelling. Sorry. I feel very intense about this, but it's so beautiful. There's some kind of prosperity that's like about to rip. Can I get some insight on the prosperity? Maybe that's the insight. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, I love this. This really is a call, like, coming out of the cocoon, guys. You see that? 4 of Swords. It's like gray and dismal, death and rebirth. It's like, okay, this death card is your death parade. It's like, sorry, the old Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because she's dead. Like, for real. Whether you like her or hate her, like that, I mean, she, the mastermind behind all that work. This is your death and rebirth parade. 9 of Pentacles. You're supposed to be seen walking into this abundant era. Not because this is what's important. It's because this is what is important. Bada bing, baby. Anything else on this prosperity that I'm missing? Oh my God. This is way too many, but... 10 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. You had to put a lot down over a period of time so that your manifestations could come in. It's because you did the shadow work. The shadow work, Queen of Wands. Looking at the 10 of Swords. What's this? Okay, unsuspecting. Can I just get 1 or 2 on the prosperity, please? Ooh. Damn, Pisces. Who are we getting naked with? Kidding. Half kidding. Okay. The prosperity is you've activated your tree of knowledge. You also have activated this, it's the burning bush. So it's divine Holy Spirit that courses through you. The combination of the wisdom that you hold and your ability to ground it in the earth. Pisces is water. That's the wisdom. Empress is Taurus. That is grounding in the earth. It is by you being able to bridge those two. The feminine, the masculine. The knowing and the being. The awareness of the shadow and the light. That you are about to embark on a chapter where only new, vibrationally matching contracts, people, friendships, and opportunities are presented to you. There's something about a mountain. Climbed a mountain and I turned around. Happy Stevie next season. This may have been a major mountain, Pisces. Your free will chose this, and now there's something about being seen raw dogging it, babe. Like, they want you to be seen in your rawness here. And maybe some of you are being called to speak on a platform. There's Gemini energy here, Mercurial energy here. So if you're like, I've gathered the information, I have the data, I have the plan, I have the stories. It's like, lights, camera, action, go. Share that story. Speak. Gemini energy. Anything else? Yep. That's it. It will not ever be as hard as it was before to walk away from things that eclipse your light or no longer serve you. You are entering a period where closing things out and moving towards new, it's like breathing. And there's something coming in very fast for you. Take this leap of faith into the unknown. The sun is on your back. Your feminine energy is leading this way. Let the watchers watch. Everybody's a voyeur, babe. Pisces, smash that love button. I love you so much. Drop an I am the High Priestess in the comments below. Come to the live YouTube at 7 p.m. tonight. I can't wait to announce the winners and announce a super special drop that's coming tonight. I can't wait. I love you guys so much. Hold my hands. I'm sending you so much Reiki love and healing, Pisces. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. Releasing through the mouth. And affirm, all caps in the chat, as Gina Ray Jepsen says, I am the motherfucking High Priestess. Yes, you are, Pisces.